Alright, before we get into the vid, I just want to let you guys know that this vid is quite long, so we're going to split it up into two halves. One being released this week and the other next week. So if you enjoyed the vid or you want more, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Yo guys, welcome back to the 404 podcast. Obviously, here with the usual Donnies. Come on. Wait, bro,
Yeah, we're here.
And now we got a special guest.
Very special guest.
What's your name, bro?
I'm not that special, man.
No camera.
Come on,
no
bro.
He's right here.
Come on, bro. You're special enough not to have a camera, bro. Come on, tell us. Hey,
That's true, yeah. Nah,
You're
there's
anonymous.
forces working against me. My name's Sean, innit? That's it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what lies you've been fed.
What lies?
This is the great Sean.
The great
He's
Sean,
acting
fam.
like I'm part in the ocean.
The great
You are,
Sean.
fam. You're sent from
It's
you're
me,
sent from another dimension, bro. What are you talking about? That's the information we
Another
got.
dimension. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, actually, I was reading this book,
Reading this book,
Journey
yeah.
to Ixalan.
What?
It's interesting.
Journey to what, man?
Ixalan.
What's it about?
Basically, it's about this guy. He goes on a journey with this shaman. Yeah, I can't even pronounce the tribe he's from. It's Yaqui. I think it's Yakui.
I'm getting this up right now, bro.
Yeah. And basically, so with a lot of indigenous tribes in America, or in the Americas, they've got certain
By the way, we're starting
drugs
this off
they
right
take
away,
in
bro.
it.
It's mad.
Right.
Yeah, certain drugs that they take that they use for spiritual experiences, air quotes. And the guy who's writing the book, when he went to meet this guy to learn
Wait,
more about those drugs.
I think I've heard about this book as well, you know?
Nah, it's mad interesting. Like the way he was talking about the shaman, his name's Don Juan.
Right.
Don Juan,
He was
yeah.
The guy sounds like Thor's from Vinland Saga. So if anyone's ever watched or read that.
Come on, bro. Is that
You sound like the exact same
Is
guy.
anyone here who hasn't? Oh, yeah. Okay.
There's two people who
Actually,
haven't.
yeah. I just realized then.
Fam?
Come on, man. You might need to get on this
Nah.
stuff.
It's good. It's interesting. So like one thing he always says is like, when he went to go meet Don Juan, he was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna learn about these plants. And then he himself had this awakening, which he learned how to stop the world, air quotes.
You learn how to
And I
stop
was
the
like,
world.
what is it? Stop the world? Yeah, I don't know what that means. I still don't know what that means. I'll find out when I finish it.
It's probably something deeper than usual, innit? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. And
On the topic of reading,
yeah,
like obviously I know Sean. Sean reads a lot.
He's a
He's
reader,
I don't
fam.
read that much.
He's helped me get back onto.
Alright,
reading
nah,
thing.
wait. How come man say you don't read much? Bro, the first thing you mentioned on this podcast was a book, bro. Like, yo, bro.
I was just gonna
reads,
ask
bro.
the rest of you guys, when was the last time you looked like read a book? If you like, what was it about?
I'm reading one right now, fam.
Bro, English literature in secondary, bro.
I'm reading one right now, fam. It's called Shogun.
I don't.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
don't
It's bare sick, fam.
I don't read books like that.
It's
stuff.
bare sick, bro. It's bare sick. It's about
man,
bro. It's about some. I don't remember, some English Donny or something. Yeah, about
never mind.
some English or something Donny. Yeah, like there's obviously it's at the time of like wars and shit between like Spain and all of them, like, blah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
And this Donny's ship, he's with his crew and shit, yeah. And then his ship like crashes and that everyone all of his crew or most of his crew dies, and like he gets washed up on basically Japan. And it's basically about him.
mad.
It's basically about like him in that old ass era, Japan era, like trying to get used to like the Japanese culture and shit, like the ways
Wait,
going back
so
in
like time
as
travel?
like a proper like Englishman. No. Like,
Oh, okay,
Like,
my bad,
he's just an
my
Englishman
bad.
from back in the day, innit?
Yeah.
And it's about him
Mad.
trying to get used to that shit. But then bare other shit happens, like the wars between like other countries are still going
Yeah.
on. So like he starts to short shit up between them.
Has anyone taken this yet?
Bro, what the fuck is this
Nah,
guy?
never,
Bar.
never.
He said the bar.
Kill it with fire, please.
So yeah, I started reading again, but before that I wasn't actually reading a lot still.
Yeah.
But I've been
Nah,
trying.
same here. But obviously, I started reading this book first, which is called How to Read People Like a Book.
Oh my
Oh.
no.
And then, obviously, like I just, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I'm trying to analyze people now in daily life and stuff like that. And then obviously, my good Sean put me on a book as well. The autobiography of Malcolm X.
Nah, you might have read that.
I haven't read
I'd
this.
recommend it.
I haven't
Yeah,
read this.
I also recommend. I'm not done yet with it yet, but I've read it. I've read into it, and it's mad interesting. Like it gives you a very good insight on like what Malcolm X's life, obviously
what transpired and stuff.
time in America, and how crazy it was. Like, I was just shocked. Like, bro,
Yeah.
the first chapter, I open it, I'm seeing what was it? They tried
Yeah,
to
the KKK is yard.
yeah, the KKK came to his yard and tried to kill him.
Is it?
His
Man,
mum
that's what the
was
fuck.
pregnant and that. And I was just like,
Yeah.
damn, like we've actually come a long way, and like obviously we're still like
Yeah, there's still a way to go.
racial injustice, but we've come a long way. Like
Shit,
imagine,
bro.
like
Yeah,
you-
that was even before he was born.
Yeah, that was before he was born.
Yeah, and then they
Try
burned his
literally-
house down.
Yeah, try to kill his mum. Man. Crazy.
Wait till you get to the bit about how they get his dad. I'm not gonna lie, that stayed with me.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, do you want me to tell you now or not?
No.
I would prefer to not get a spoil.
I'll-
No, wait, no.
I'll wait till I read it still.
Yeah, because I remember when I read, I was like, my jaw just dropped. Because I was like, nah, people are evil.
Like the surprise and that.
I think that's what we forget sometimes. It's like people can actually be mad.
Yeah, people can
when
be
you
fucking
do
crazy, bro. Honestly,
not
honestly. Like but you know who else can be evil? Them Donnies trampling over the Donnies in the Astro World Tour still.
Oh, nah, that's true. That's a perfect segue.
Hey, nah.
Perfect.
Hey,
No.
but I'm
Wait,
trying to
wait,
hear about
Wait.
what you man think of this, because
when it comes to Astro,
I think personally that we have different opinions. I feel like we will have different
think
opinions
so?
on this. It depends, but I think we'll have different opinions.
See, this is my thing with Astro World. I don't mind kicking us off. This is my thing with Astro World. Obviously, I feel for the victims and what's it called? Drake and Travis Scott and all those people. They do need to be held accountable, right? But I don't know who organized the show. I haven't done the most research into Astro
I
World.
think
don't know
it
who-
was Apple Music because they streamed it on their thing.
the organizers,
Apple Music,
like
innit?
the organizers, they must have messed up. And then for me, that they messed up. And secondly, I know it's a concert and it's meant to be sold out and that, but like there's something called capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something we know called capacity. So if you're at a venue, every venue has some sort of capacity. Yeah, I just feel like they just did all of those things wrong. And then obviously Travis Scott continued to perform.
Yeah.
A lot of people slate him for it.
Hey.
Me personally.
Be very careful, please.
And listen.
No, I see what you're gonna say. I see what you're gonna say.
No. Me personally, right? He should have stopped, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm only raising a question of like whether like was he performing and was he so into his performance that like how they have the
Yeah.
AirPods and stuff like that. Maybe
yeah.
he didn't realize because the only one who really and truly knows that is him.
No,
See,
but
this is the thing.
He did stop at the start though. When people were
Yeah.
like baiting and shit, he was saying like we need help, but
Right.
But then he
like he
went-
just carried on.
he went back to
Even-
after that.
Oh, he carried on after that.
He went
Yeah, he
because he
carried
stopped.
Okay,
early.
now
He
I
stopped
take that
early
back
and
then. I
then
take that
he
back. That's mad. And I thought, for me, yeah, the way I thought it happened was I genuinely thought that was going on and he was just performing.
like it was in the middle of the thing, like when it
And
was
then,
happening.
and then he just stopped, and then that was it. But to be fair, Travis Scott has been dodgy because there was a video.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Oh, what
I'd heard
was it?
another story. Someone had a seizure in front of him, and then he walked off.
Oh,
He's
so his ex-manager,
Yeah. Yeah.
his ex-manager had a seizure. They were chilling in the studio or something, just cash. And then his ex-manager had a seizure in front of him, dropped on the floor, spazzing out and shit. Yeah. Hey, I need to not do it. I need to not say it like that. But obviously, what does man do?
No remorse.
So of all situations, what does man do? Man like Travis
He just
dips
walks
out, bro.
out.
He dips out.
He just walked out.
And then he's
Bro,
like, what
you know what it is?
What the fuck?
If you walk out, if you're walking out, at least call like some sort of like emergency
Exactly.
service or
Man
something.
didn't even like get anyone else, bro. Like he just left
He
him
just
for them.
left.
And then manager
That's mad.
asked him, yo, why'd you leave me? And then obviously Travis like, hey man, bro, I can't have you spazzing out on the floor like that as my manager, like bro, like bro, what the fuck?
That's
Nah,
very
that's
weird
bad.
behavior. And then
That's hella beefy.
the one where a fan took his shoe, obviously that's a bit mad. And then he was telling everyone to just beat up the fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
fuck
mad.
up.
Yeah,
Bro,
like
crazy.
can
He
you
was in the
imagine
crowd, he
being
was-
in the crowd, bro?
He was in the
No,
crowd,
he's
yeah,
got the
and
what's
they all
up.
saying,
Actually, no, I
"Fuck
can't
him
say
up,
that's dark.
fuck him up, fuck him up."
Bro, can you
Nah.
imagine being the guy with the shoe in the crowd, fam? It's over for you, bro.
He's coming like the what's it called? He's got the coordinate for the fans. Is that
Bro,
that's too much?
He's a
innit?
target, bro. That's what I'm saying. Nah, it's
Yeah,
cool. It's
no,
cool.
that's too much power.
He's a target,
Yeah,
bro.
what's it called? Kruger, what do you think about Astroworld, bro?
No, you really said everything that needs to be said still, man.
Yeah.
I'm watching it closely on the news.
Yeah,
Everybody has
the.
their part to play in, fam. You know, Apple already getting sued for like, what was it, 2 billion or something, fam, for illegal streaming of the show.
Wait, did you say
Hey,
illegal streaming?
Kendall
Wait,
Jenner will
2
pay
billion,
that.
fam.
They wasn't supposed to stream. They wasn't.
No,
supposed to
Kendall,
stream it
Kylie.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh.
They got 2 billion.
Wait.
They got 2 billion.
I didn't realize that
Streaming,
Apple
streaming.
wasn't supposed to stream it still.
They got a suit still. Of 2
Damn,
billion still
man.
against them.
And 2
So,
billion, I didn't
mean,
even realize that shit still.
I mean, it's minor to them and they're earning trillions.
I
Man.
mean, yeah, it's a minor thing, but
Have you heard what the conspiracy theorists are saying?
what are they saying
Yeah.
about it, bro?
Nah,
Some people are saying it's a sacrifice.
I mean,
Yeah, I've heard
like,
about that.
like,
I've heard about that.
listen. I'm not gonna say like, I believe it or whatever, yeah. But like, bro, I'm not gonna act like people. I wouldn't be able to understand why people think that way. When Donny literally had what's it? What did he have? The
It was the
album
slogan as well.
on the album or something, or on the slogan of a single or whatever.
Burn and Dove.
It was,
sign.
yeah, it was some demonic shit, yeah. And then obviously like the next like 2 days or a day later, when the Astroworld tour comes out, this guy's just like performing it. And like it was actually talking about sacrificing people on the slogan and shit
Yeah.
in the thing. And then the next day, like, you feel me? But like, obviously, I'm not gonna go deeper into it because like,
See, when I heard that, I thought, you know, in Fullmetal Alchemist,
When I get sniped, fam.
when they no, like, you know what I'm talking about? With
I
the
know
ones
exactly
that
what you mean. That's why,
homunculus.
bro.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like, wait,
Bro,
Barbara and them, all of them.
the giant
Yeah.
circle, bro. They're getting the
with the
giant
giant
circle. Bro.
circle. Yeah, that's what I was
I can't
thinking.
lie.
I was like, what, like that?
They're collecting all the souls, fam.
No, but imagine like there's a new broadcast.
homunculus.
Imagine there's a new broadcast and you just see like some Don sitting in a chair saying, "Well done, Travis, you've done the final one." Yeah, it's just like a mad circle or something. That's
That's
crazy.
the thing. I don't know, because apparently stuff like this does happen. Like, what's it called Bakary. When
Yeah.
you're always talking about like judging all these weird
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Like even because I'm from Kenya, innit?
Yeah.
In Kenya, a lot of politicians tend to give their kids the sacrifices for power. So it's like what will happen is they'll get into power, then all of a sudden their kid will die randomly in some weird accident.
Fucking hell, fam.
So
Hey man, I can't lie, man. I've been sacrificing people for the longest time I can remember, man.
Damn,
And we've got a population of like, what was it? I don't even know how we have so many people in that country, bro. Touching nearly 300 M's. 300 M's, bro.
that's true.
And I
Yeah,
ain't even that big, you know.
Now comparing that to Gambia, that's crazy. I think Gambia's population is 2 million.
I think Nigeria has the most
Damn.
black people in the world.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah, it's
sure.
Nigeria,
yeah,
then
I'm
it's
pretty sure,
Brazil.
There's
yeah. That's it,
Brazil.
Brazil.
Brazil has a lot of black people. Their
Oh, no,
story is
I-
interesting because there's a lot of like ethnic cleansing that goes on as well. So it's like the reason why everyone's kind of mixed in Brazil and like Brazil, Argentina.
Damn.
From what I understand, I read about this in this book called Natives. It's very interesting. Everyone should read that. Basically, because most of the slave trade happened in South America and the Caribbean and like a bit in America. Because there were so many black people in Brazil, they brought in a lot of white people to mix with everyone. Hence why they have 20 different words for mixed race. I wish I was lying. 20 different words for mixed race.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, and yeah, so yeah, they have like the most black people besides what's it called? Besides Nigeria.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I did
would never
not
have
know
guessed
that. Yeah, I
Brazil.
would never have guessed Brazil, bro. That's
Yeah.
it.
Nah, what?
Nah, Brazil would have been second on my list, though.
Is it?
Nah,
I
Brazil.
don't know about Argentina. I don't know about Argentina though, because I always
What's
see a lot of
Argentine,
white-
bro?
I mean, the people of Argentina. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I always see mostly Caucasians or not Caucasian.
Argentina. Okay, I don't want to say
White
too
people.
much here in case Babylon's listening to this Discord. You can guess what happened in Argentina.
Yeah,
Because yeah, a lot of madness goes on.
Yeah, you know.
But even like Brazil, and no one ever heard of capoeira.
Oh yeah.
The history behind that is mad.
Yeah, I
'cause
mean,
it started in
that's-
Angola.
that's quite a like a famous story. I guess.
Dance.
Yeah, it's a martial art as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
martial
fighting
arts
style.
stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've heard it. I've heard about it.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
what
the
happened
French
is-
was both.
They got the what's it called? So when the slaves came over from Angola,
Mm.
they were learning it, but they told everyone, "No, it's a dance. It's not a dance. It's a martial art." So that way they could free themselves doing that. But then like if you look at the predecessor's
yeah.
it's called Angola. It's bare mad because they believe like it's passed on from the stars. So the reason they move upside down like that
Seems light, bro.
is like they believe that's how people move in the ancestral realm, where everywhere gravity is shifted.
Yeah, I remember
So
hearing
everyone
that.
walking on the ceiling.
I,
Very interesting.
I can't like it's a bare interesting story, but like a lot of the cases, like a lot of people or like at least like when people are taught like history of their cultures, or should I say
Yeah.
they're not really taught it. That's the point I'm making, is that
Yeah.
like you wouldn't really know that stuff unless you like try to research that shit for yourself.
Yeah.
Like you would never learn that
And
shit.
even researching it is risky because there's a lot
Yeah.
of false information out
Exactly.
there.
First of all, it's
Yeah.
really
A lot of false
hard. Like,
information out
yeah, it's really hard to find that shit. So like, it's easy to be like swayed by like certain things or gain wrong information on other things.
Yeah.
And also like,
Nah, it's true.
yeah, man, them just don't want you to know. It's
You know what,
kinda
as well? I think as well, like the gaslighting you have for yourself. Like I remember when I started looking at African history,
Mm.
and I realized that Africans weren't just bums. I started thinking maybe I'm
Wait, you
trying to
thought
be nice
Africans are
before, man.
bums?
No, but it's like
because you know like how in school,
No,
like,
you know what I'm talking
like,
about.
bro, like in school, like, are we ever taught about the good shit that black people, like, other than like in the last 50 years, are we ever
Yeah.
talking about the good shit, like before slavery?
No.
We're only ever taught about what is
Yeah.
what is Black
A
History
lot
Month
of, a
filled
lot of
with, bro?
history is
No, it's true.
How
in
is-
school is
how-
centralized around slavery.
How is Black
and
History
yeah.
Month? How is Black History Month a month for Black people? Only that people are only taught like how Black people suffer. Like there's
Basically, yeah.
there's no history or no
There's
stories.
nothing that-
Black
Yeah.
History
About
Month,
anything
until
before that.
recently, like until very very recently, that's when I actually realized like should be celebrating like the good things. But in Black History Month, bro, it's always Rosa Parks,
yeah.
Nelson
Martin
Mandela.
Luther- yeah, Nelson Martin
Martin Luther
and this is the
King.
thing, the British wanted to get down Nelson Mandela. That's the weirdest thing.
Bro,
I'm always weirded out by that. They're like, nah, they really wanted to get him. Like one
that's
big
crazy, you know. I'm actually deep in that. Like,
It's weird when
I
you
was
think
a,
about
I was
that.
a kid. I was younger, so I didn't clock it at the time, innit? Like,
Yeah. 'Cause
Like,
No, I knew it still, man. The fact they kept on teaching the same thing over and over again. Like, we don't know who these people already are, bro. All those like famous people from West Africa. And, bro, I can't lie, man.
Yeah, nah,
I
you're
ain't
not
we
wrong.
got we got someone named after someone very famous on here. Bakary. Okay, we're gonna do some world trivia very quickly. Does anyone know who the first who knows who the first European to ever go to the Americas was?
the first European to go to the.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
no, not
Christopher
Bakary.
Columbus.
Bakary.
Nah, way before that. If anyone's seen
Beautiful
Vinland
Christopher
Saga, you know who he is.
Wait, say that again, Kruger?
Wait,
The first European to ever go to the Americas.
Say that again, Kruger? I think you
What?
said the name.
No, not Christopher
Chris-
Columbus.
Oh, because that's who I thought it was as
yeah, I,
well.
I would
That's
have
what I thought was
thought it was that.
Spielberg,
Nah. Oh, he's in Vinland Saga, fam.
He's in Vinland Saga, bro.
Yeah.
Is it the fucking the king, bro?
Nah,
I'm trying to.
he's an old man and he's kind of like short.
Nah, I wouldn't know still.
Is it that
Leif
guy?
Erikson.
Is it that guy that the guy that would always travel to like all
That's
them-
him, yeah.
Bro, what's his name, bro? I don't remember his
Leif
name.
Erikson.
Yeah, Leif, yeah,
Leif
Leif,
Erikson,
yeah.
Leif Erikson, yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, so I'm,
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm,
Leif
saying,
Erikson, innit?
I'm sorry, bro.
Nah,
I'm
bro,
sorry,
trust
bro.
me, I didn't know. When I was asked this, I didn't know either, bro.
I'm sorry,
I
bro.
just
The first African is Abu Bakari II,
Sorry.
which is
Oh,
back
no,
in
I
the
started-
United
Sorry,
States.
sorry.
I haven't seen
It relate, yeah, it's sorry. It's just because, it's just because, like, yeah, literally.
Abu Bakr.
Yeah.
Bakari.
Low, yeah.
I've seen a lot of them. Not a lot of them as in, you know what I mean, man. The name is
I
very
know,
The,
common.
name, the name's
I
been
know,
the name's been
yeah.
more used recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, recognizable.
Real talk,
Yeah.
though. Why do some of you have One Piece smiles, man? Like a One Piece villain.
Bro, I just, listen, I'm hella expressive, innit? I got a natural
You
One Piece
can't-
villain
you
smile.
can't still talk about,
I got a
One
natural-
Piece is a very sensitive
One
topic in this group.
Piece.
It's a very
One Piece is
sensitive,
very
bro.
sensitive in this group.
If we talk about One Piece, it's gonna get hot, bro.
We'd be here all
Oh
day.
yeah, it's episode 1000 today.
Oh yeah, they just hit that shit. Look at this guy.
Bro.
Look at this guy.
Oh,
Basically,
Kruger
it's
is basically, in a nutshell,
Yeah, you
Kruger
said.
is like on the
You really watched the video about
Wait.
this, man.
hate side
Okay,
of One
I
Piece.
take-
Like he's at the back, the
He-
backboard.
he doesn't
And
like
obviously,
him.
I'm at the forefront. Like I call it goat piece. so like, there's always arguments about One Piece every time.
Every single time, bro. Every
But
single
obviously,
time.
I respect Kruger's taste. Don't get me wrong, because obviously, like, he appreciates stuff like Attack on Titan, which I also appreciate.
Nah, Attack on Titan. I'm not gonna lie, that ending.
Oh shit.
Ending?
Yeah,
the
for
manga,
the-
bro.
Oh, you
manga.
already watched it.
Yeah.
You already read. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that they kind of fumbled. I don't want to say they fumbled the
No,
bag.
they did. No,
But it's,
you don't have to lie, bro.
think
You
about
don't,
like
bro,
this,
you don't have to lie. It's a,
You know when you
it's
have,
a great
you
show,
know
but
when
you
you
don't
have
have to lie.
food. You know when you have food,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you drop the food, and then you try and pick it up and act as if it was normal. It's like that. That's what they did.
That's
it
a
was-
very good
it
way
was-
of putting it.
Yeah, man. And
But we
then
can't say
it's-
too much in case,
Oh
in case-
yeah,
I mean,
okay,
it,
so
it wasn't
yeah.
it wasn't a fuck up like what's it called Promised
Promised
Neverland.
Neverland.
but-
Oh my days.
I remember I was on a 2-3 hour phone call with Kruger. We were just ranting about how Promised Neverland, how they messed up. We're analyzing everything.
You know, I was so
Yeah,
hyped for
ruined
the
that.
season. Yeah, I actually watched the first season as well.
Bro,
yeah,
that's how hyped you
just-
were.
just for them to skip major parts of different types of arc, even whole arcs, the Goldie Pond arc, bro. Just skipping everything,
There's
bro.
characters that you guys will never
When
meet.
I didn't see Hugo there,
You just
no,
never
not
know.
Hugo.
That's what I'm
I
saying,
was
bro.
thinking, what?
Bro, do you know how sick Hugo is, bro?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Bro,
you'll just
listen,
never
spoiler
know.
warning in it, so skip 10 seconds in it. But bro, like the fact that
A
they find the fact that they find Norman like in the is it the third episode or second?
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's
The fact that they link up in
crazy,
the
bro.
it's like 80, 90 chapters just washed out, bro.
Washed
No,
bro.
it's where they found. It's where we found. Where I found them anyway. I think they're getting ducked down by some of the
They just
What do you call it?
they just find him in the village, innit?
What do you call them?
By the
Yeah.
by the,
What do you call
the
them?
monsters?
the demons and shit.
The
Whatever.
monsters were ducking. Yeah, the
Yeah,
demons
yeah,
were ducking them down. Yeah, and then that man got caught in a dead end in it, and they turn them back, and then it cuts off as in like cliffhanger in it. The next episode you show this guy's taking off his hood, bro. I'm like, wait, what's this about, bro? The same person that was missing, and you just find find him after a goose chase. Like, what's that about, man? Bro, I can't lie. I didn't even finish the whole team, man. I just watched
Yeah,
a couple
nah.
episodes.
Yeah, it
No,
was so disappointing.
No build up, bro.
You know what else has been disappointing? The
What,
My Hero anime, bro.
I don't.
The anime that caused me, the show that caused me so much pain, man.
Don't give me
Yeah,
depression,
that's
bro.
what you calls it. That's what you
Don't
calls
give me-
Yeah,
don't give me depression.
Every time I see it now,
It's one of the
they
things you
just be
could.
fumbling the bag.
It's one of the things you can't even like. You can't stop it, bro. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not gonna change. Like these movies are making them too much money.
Yeah, they
So-
are. The new film, I'm not even gonna lie. I saw some clips. It looks cold.
Yeah, it looks cold. It looks cold.
It
like,
looks cold,
But and because it's cold, the season's gonna be shit. So
yeah,
so
they be dead.
so like that's just how it is, bro. It's not really gonna change. And plus, they're a kid-friendly show, and the manga is teetering on that 15 plus, 18 plus, maybe. I don't know, but
Manga
maybe
is
mainly 15
crisp.
plus.
It's crisp.
So,
I love
like-
the manga, bro.
Nah, the manga's amazing.
I love the manga.
So like we can tell like they're just
Hey,
it's
Brian,
not
you love
gonna
manga?
work, bro. Yeah, Brian, what do you think, bro?
Yeah. It's good, bro. It's
Lovely,
good.
my bro. Lovely.
Nah, talking about the one thing I want to talk about here is people like misuse of power.
Alright,
Yo.
Flo.
Only because first thing it links with Deku in it because until
Come on.
recently Deku is. But my main thing misuse of power is like politicians and like just famous or rich people, like and the way they behave.
Like Travis.
Like Travis.
Like Travis.
No, on the real, yeah.
For me, the one I want to focus on is the footballers. Like, there's a lot of football. Like, obviously,
Prison
all
FC.
all of us joke about Prison FC, right? And Sean, if you want me to explain, Prison
Yeah,
FC,
explain please. I'm
Yeah,
doing the
prison-
thing.
This will help me as well, so.
Yeah, Prison FC is something that every footballer that has done something wrong recently and has like either been convicted or has like or has been proven guilty but didn't serve time has been put into something called Prison FC. So it's not a real team, but it's just like people
Yeah.
are just making a team.
it's like a
out of
little
every
meme that goes
footballing
around, yeah.
criminal. But obviously, recently some journalists came out and just exposed so much of football, bro. So much. And the one that got to me the
Like
most,
full teams and shit.
yeah, just teams.
I
like,
think I kind of know what you're gonna say, fam.
for me, the one that got to me the most, yeah, it had to do with Senegal. It had to do with Senegal, yeah. So the Senegal football team, they raised a complaint because they were facing another team, and they had a very old player playing in like the under 18s or something. So you know what do you know what the team did?
What did they
They
do, bro?
pronounced that player dead. Get put out a birth certificate, all of that. So that player is now
serious?
dead. Yeah. So that player is now dead, and then they decided to move the guy up to a higher. So now he's at under 21s. The same guy that they pronounced dead is at under 21s, and no one's doing anything about it.
No way.
What?
No one's doing anything about
That
it.
doesn't sound real, man.
Does that
That's
even make
crazy.
sense?
Bro, it's mad. It's mad.
He's definitely banging Judge fan because how old are we talking?
Like he's in his 30s.
What?
Okay,
No.
I thought it was like a 60-year-old
Nah.
posing as like a
He's in his
20-year-old or
30s.
some shit.
Yeah.
In his 30s, they started playing him like the under 17s, under 18s.
That's
Then when
crazy.
Senegal complained about it, and they were like, "Oh, like we just faced someone, and we know this guy's older," they just pronounced him dead, and then they just moved him up.
Holy shit, bro.
Man.
And then you have players like Benjamin Mendy, like
I mean, you know, F1 did the same thing, you know. No Alonso, bruv. They keep putting him in the drivers program when he's about to touch 40, bruv.
yeah,
The young drivers program, which is age 18 to 25, bro.
Damn.
And he's about to touch 40, yeah. And everybody keeps questioning it, and nobody wants to get. They keep giving these bullshit answers, bro.
wait, why
Well,
is
they're
he
like dodging the,
why is
dodging the
Alonso
questions
there?
and shit.
Nobody's giving a genuine answer, bro. It doesn't. I don't know who he has like secrets on or something.
Wait, so
it
are
makes
all
sense.
these things like coming out bare close to each other?
Yeah, bro, the guy
No.
released.
Oh, it
That
was like
Formula
one. It was like one
the football thing. It was one document, one long
Of, like,
bro,
everything.
Basically, the guy, you know, Twitter, how you can do like some discussion room and everyone can join.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a space.
He
yeah.
did that. He did that, and bare people joined. So like, bro, you even had people like you know Konate that plays for Liverpool.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, even had football players, managers. Everyone was in there listening to this guy, and he was just exposing French football.
Man.
Like for example, the French manager, the Didier Deschamps or whatever, he purposely
Yeah.
he purposefully injured a player so that they wouldn't participate in the World Cup. Just
What?
stuff like that, for example. Yeah, he
That's
purposefully,
crazy.
A French player.
yeah, he purposefully injured a French player so that he would not participate in the World Cup. Some
Nah,
crazy
that's
stuff
wild.
like that.
Have you heard about the two women?
I wanna talk about that, you know.
The French woman.
I want to talk about because she was proven not guilty, but no one's reporting that.
Yeah.
Basically, some black lady, some black football lady
Hmm.
that plays for PSG. Apparently, she was what's the word? They accused her of hiring people to beat up her white teammate to the point where she couldn't play anymore for a while, so that the black girl can get more game time.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then
You know what this sounds? This doesn't even sound. This sounds
Bro,
like
this sounds like some
something
It
in the
sound-
story.
Bro,
yeah, like
literally.
this sounds like some background mafia shit, bro.
But
Like, bro,
the reason why this is mad to me is
Bruh.
because even I found out recently that the black woman is innocent. Like she wasn't the one that sent people out
Yeah.
to beat her up.
Yeah.
But no one's reporting it. So a lot of people are just sitting at home thinking,
of course, man,
yeah,
they wouldn't be
this
reporting,
black lady
bro.
actually did this.
Of course
This
they
time
wouldn't.
she's
Yeah.
completely innocent. But people were I saw every meme page in the world reporting that when the accusations came out.
Man.
When she was proven innocent,
innocent, no.
But that's
cares.
but that's
No one- no one's
but
posting.
that's the way things happen, innit? Like
no one's
like
posting.
what sells in media is always the negativity. So like if something turns out to not be as bad as it is, or be like just be nice and just be calm, then like that's anticlimactic. That's not like interesting. That's not an interesting scoop. So like people aren't gonna take that. Which is why that shit will never be
Look at the
published.
news, man. All you see is just people down on the news every single day, bruv.
Exactly, bro.
It's
You
true.
like you don't
You get 20 different business companies showing the same thing, bruv. Like,
them ones,
no-
bro.
My question to
Yeah.
all of you guys here is, what do you guys think like makes these people that are in power behave the way they are? Like, what makes you what like for example Benjamin Mendy going out and like sexually assaulting and doing all this like disgusting stuff.
Is he guilty? Has he been proven
He's not-
guilty? Is he?
He's not guilty, yeah, but he's just continuously facing more charges.
So
And in the
it's,
report,
right now,
So
it's
it's-
just speculation,
so
man.
in the
but-
report,
But it's pretty
in the
is it pretty
report-
like it's pretty obvious within the speculations, isn't it?
yeah, but obviously it's allegedly, but even in the report, the guy said I can't even begin to get into detail on Benjamin Mendy. He's too disgusting. That's what the guy said on the report. He
Man.
could not even write some of the stuff Benjamin Mendy's done.
Yeah, man,
Bakary, send me this, please.
if he's
Oh yeah,
true,
I'll
man,
send you some of the stuff.
It's cancelled. It's cancelled. Gonna be cancelled for life still, man.
I
I'll
can't.
send you some of the
Hey, bro, this guy,
Well,
you can't. He needs to go to jail, bro. What the fuck?
No, I know.
Bro,
I mean, like after that,
originally,
Oh yeah,
originally he
yeah.
was facing 4 counts of I don't want to say the word. might have to bleep the word, the R word.
Yeah. We know.
Man,
Wait, you
Sexual.
get this. You
Yeah,
get
yeah,
yeah,
for saying that.
I think you can,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're not allowed to say that word apparently.
Yeah.
4 counts of that, and then sexual assault.
wait, what? For what reason? You're not allowed
What?
to say that word.
I-
Oh yeah,
I-
triggering.
YouTube
I assume it's
demonetization
triggering
and
for
shit, innit?
people.
Yeah, YouTube demonetization
Yeah.
shit.
It's
Yeah,
like how
so,
you can't say the C word as well, bro.
yeah. But
People
what's it
say
called?
it, but
Oh,
I'm trying to
okay.
think, man.
Yeah.
It was
I
4
had to think
counts.
which one?
About
4 counts.
Oh,
And then it got added. Now he's on like 6 or 7 counts. So
Good
people are just
God.
coming out. It's just
Fucking
crazy.
hell, it's there, that's mad.
It's just crazy.
But I can't.
I just want
like,
to figure out
I
why
think
they
like,
did it the way they did.
I think like, bro, obviously traumas play a part into it. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty obvious, yeah. But like, I think like the main thing is like what those traumas end up leading to, because traumas are the beginning, but like they end up leading to just like the want like for control and shit. Because no matter what anyone says, yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. Having power feels good. Like it's just
It does.
it just is what it
does.
is.
It
It just
does.
it just is what it
It
is.
really does.
Yeah. And when people feel like they haven't gained power in other aspects of their life, they try to gain it a different way. Like, for example, if you feel like you're in a job and you have nothing to, like, you can't do anything, you can't control any situation of your job. Your boss is always getting onto you, but you only make enough money to like get by, so you have to stay in the job or whatever. Something like that, yeah. A situation like that. Like, you can't do anything, you can't say nothing to your boss, otherwise you're gonna get fired. So you have no control in that situation. So in a situation like that, someone would get frustrated and they'd vent it out into a form like of
But the only
power that
reason
they
why-
can control.
The only reason that that's a problem for me is because, like, if you're a footballer, right, or like, I'm just using a footballer because they're getting exposed a lot recently.
Yeah.
Because this could be said about politicians and everything. Like, if you're a
Yes.
footballer, like, let's be real, like, you've accomplished something huge in your life.
What are you drinking, bro?
Yeah, what was that?
doesn't matter, man.
Is that milk?
Poison or something.
Are you drinking it from the
Bro,
fire?
it's distilled water, bro.
This guy's drinking bleach, fam. I don't want to.
Wait,
That
is
was that.
it? No, I thought that was bleach.
Oh,
I'm
what's
not
your
gonna
bleach?
lie.
Okay,
Not
okay.
even bleach. What's it
I
called?
thought that
White
was petrol,
spirit.
bro.
Yeah, that bugged me out for a second, bro. That bugged me, bugged me out for a second,
Oh,
bro.
I ain't
I was
about to
like-
analyze myself, man.
Yeah, I thought
that's
that was
funny.
white spirit still.
That's funny. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, people in power, like, especially footballers, like, you've accomplished a lot in your life. You've got money. I'm not saying money equals success and happiness, but it does help a lot. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You've got money. You're comfortable. Why do you need to go out and behave in that way?
Because like it's obviously a situation where like that shit doesn't give you comfort. Like, for example, we know the most
Yeah.
obvious phrase in the world, like
Money
when
can't buy happiness.
yeah, money can't buy happiness, blah blah blah. And obviously, if you're poor, like you're not gonna see the perspective as much. But when like
Yeah,
once you get the money, you're gonna realize like what do I actually have in life that I'm happy about. Like, that's like, what do I
I
have
don't
in
know why
life
you
that I'm
have to
happy
go out
about?
your way to go people, man.
Hey, them ones, bro.
not like-
Yeah, come on, bro, come on, bro.
Don't worry.
Don't worry,
Don't worry. We'll bleep it. We'll
Yeah.
bleep it. We'll bleep it.
But,
Just keep going.
But
No, but what
like,
Kruger said.
when you-
It's what Kruger said.
nah, literally, I understand that. Like, because from our perspective, it don't make sense, innit? But like from their perspective,
Nah,
it's like when you don't have
It
when you
shouldn't make sense at any perspective.
it
bro.
shouldn't
I was
make
about to
sense.
say
It
that,
doesn't
yeah.
make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
It quite
yeah.
literally doesn't make sense. But like
You-
just from their understanding, when you don't have that level in it, that's what you do. What are you gonna say? Sean?
I was gonna say, okay, one of my boys, his parents are psychologists, and we were talking one time, and they were like, to get to certain levels of power, you need to be a psychopath. You just need to. Some of the stuff they do to get to that level, the people you trample under, you
But
just
just
don't
think
care.
about that book,
Yeah.
48 Laws of Power. You don't have to.
Well,
look
yeah,
too
that
far, bro.
book, I like that
You don't have to
book,
look too
but
far.
nah, it's too much.
That book
It
showed
really
me
is.
I can't, like,
that
'cause-
people are willing to do some
Yeah,
madness
it's
for
crazy.
power.
Like, because that's the type of
Madness
book where it's like it will teach you how to get there, but like, is it like it's also the type of thing where all those things will change you as a person, like as you move up. and
Hey,
shit.
Mike, that was very profound, man.
Like, you know them ones, bro.
I told you, bro. I told you. You and Mike could get along. Mike. Sure. Remember, I did tell you this.
Yeah, you
I
did say
tell you
that.
this. I did tell you that.
Like all those things will change you as a person, like as you get that, like even if the smallest step, yeah, like that can be the first thing, yeah. Like for example, like the first choice, if you get an offer, yeah, for something, and like, but that offer will fuck over your friend or whatever, yeah, and like that, just that one choice, even if it's your first choice, and you feel like, okay, if I make this choice, I won't make any more choices. Even if you say that, yeah, that first choice will have always affected your perspective and your mindset, because now you'll always know that you're able to do that. You're able to make that choice now.
Yeah.
So
Oi.
it will be less hard to make that choice in the future because you know that you're able to do that.
Yeah.
Basically. That, and that's
This
why.
is, you know what? I got a perfect example for this. Breaking Bad. You know, everyone seen that?
I seen Breaking Bad, bro. My guy.
Nah, I remember the first episode.
Hmm.
Nah, not the first episode. Like, I've been watching a lot of video essays on it.
Yeah.
'Cause I watched it recently. Yeah, I was like, people was talking about this show. Let me watch it. It's amazing. Easy, one of the best shows. It's probably the best show I've ever seen in my life. But you know, the first time Walter knocks down that guy who was making fun of his son.
Yeah.
That's like, someone was like, the look he had in his eye. He was like, hold on, I can do this.
Exactly. That's when
And
you see the
it's that-
perspective.
You know, Walter's a perfect example of actually power getting to you.
Yeah, and it starts off slowly, innit?
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of things kill you. It's like the what's it called, death of a thousand cuts. So apparently, let's say you had a plane here in New York, and it was flying to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
If you moved it by like 3 degrees to the left or whatever, and it kept on flying on that path, it would end up closer to Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Then
Yeah, I
it
know
would
this.
the thing.
Yeah, I know this.
Oh, so like how that one little thing.
Yeah,
can-
that
Something-
one thing,
It can
like
send
with
you,
water, he
send
feels
you
crazy.
spiraling down and the thing is,
then-
the thing is, like the plane thing, you're not gonna notice the difference because you're still flying in
Yeah,
the air.
'cause
Like,
it's still
like,
fly-
you're
yeah.
still
Yeah.
flying in the air, bro. You're not gonna notice the difference, but like the man around you, they're not gonna see the plane, bro. Like the plane's not landing in wherever.
No, but the thing is that's where I disagree with, because I feel like people around you, they're not necessarily on that plane. They're on they're on like on the outside, if that makes sense. So if your plane turns a little bit, they can see that and they will tell you that. But
That's
because
true,
you're
that's
in
true.
that plane and
But-
you're in autopilot, you're in go mode.
Yeah.
Because
It's
look
also
at
a
what,
perspective of if they're in the same mindset as you. Like,
Yeah.
for example, if
Yeah,
they're, if they're
that's
inside
true,
the plane,
'cause-
they're not gonna notice either. Like,
Because Walter,
Yeah.
that guy Walter, when his wife was telling him like you said you were doing this because you wanted to leave money behind for your family, man said nah. That's not what I want. And that's what he was on before, and now he's like nah, I'm doing this because I'm good at it. I
Yeah.
love it.
That's when I knew. Nah, you know when I knew he was crazy? When he said, "Listen, I am not in danger. I am the danger."
nah, bro,
I was thinking-
that was a bar still.
I was like, okay, that's a bar. I was like, fair enough, but I was like, you need to slow down.
Exactly, bro. That's
Slow down.
that's fucked. And
But
that, yeah.
I think as well,
Yeah.
you really want to ask who your real friends are if you're in these kinds of situations.
This is actually the
true.
point, bro.
The people I respect are the people who call me out.
Literally,
If I'm
that's-
I'm on fire,
the best
and you're
situation.
like, nah, you're good, trust me. And
don't
the
really-
fire may look nice, but it's killing me softly.
Yeah.
You don't really care about me. You just want something from me, which is, if you're in like a position where like you won the lottery,
Mm.
or you're a footballer, people let you go away with madness because it's you.
Because you, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, literally.
And then
Like,
So, yeah,
if,
man.
especially like if in your important choices in life and shit, like when
Yeah, I
you
know.
when you feel like you need to make like something that's gonna change, like I said, like the do or don't, like fucking over someone
Yeah.
or whatever. Like if mandem just keep pushing you saying, yeah, bro, like anything that will help you, blah blah blah, whatever, yeah. Like it can be really hard for someone to see that on the outside of their level, especially if you have people who are like being yes men and shit. Like
Mhm.
like so even having like just one person who's like, oh, I don't think you should be doing this, like it's not very likely that that person will ever listen to the one who's trying to tell them not to do that shit, because you have so many people around you telling you that, oh yeah, you can do that, blah blah blah.
Exactly. Yeah. Nah. Well, yeah. There you go, Bakri. That's kind of your
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I was reading in another book though.
Hmm.
It's called The Fire Next Time. I'm giving everyone a fat reading list, by the way. If you haven't
Them ones, bro.
realized.
Best believe I'm watching
Fire
this
Next
video back.
Time. What homeboy, the brother James Baldwin, what he was saying in the book was the Holocaust was mad, not because it actually happened, but because people allowed it to happen for so long, and they only started caring when the Nazis started, expanding a bit more. Before that, they were just like, it's calm. And like one thing I always find weird is, just after just after World War II, the British used to have concentration camps in Kenya for the people who were fighting for their freedom.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, wow, like, you man were stopping the Nazis from doing this,
here's
but
the-
then you're
that's-
doing this.
Bro, this is one of the. I had this convo literally recently, bro. I had this convo recently with a couple of my other Donnies. But basically, it was like, bro, obviously, no disrespect to any other like culture out there, innit? Like, obviously, what happened to like Jews and stuff was kind of crazy. It was hella bad, innit? But like, bro, the amount of compensation that like Jews get for like what they went through, which is bad. Obviously, it's bad, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
In comparison to like
Others.
black people, is hella crazy, bro. Like,
It's true,
like
you know.
just the culture of like getting government funding and shit, all of that, as reprimands for like the suffering that they went through and things like that. And then what, like, are people just gonna act like slavery didn't exist and like
or like
like you
what's
said,
it
the
called?
concentration camps and all of that shit, like
Yeah.
in Kenya, like are people just gonna act like all these things didn't exist, that we don't
I've
deserve
I've
reprimands?
never thought about it that way.
Like, bro,
I've never looked at it.
this is
from
what I mean.
scope.
This is what I mean. That people brush over it more than we expect. Like we think that just because we see a couple black people in some movies and shit, we get a Black Panther out.
Thank you very
the
much.
government,
Yes.
the government be caring about us. Like that's never been the
that's
case,
literally
bro.
not- yeah,
If
that's
anything-
virtue signaling.
If anything, that's just more pandering to shut us up, blood. Like that's
Oh, here's a black movie. Here you go. Keep quiet.
Yeah.
now.
exactly. Little
Yeah.
little one.
Yeah.
little
You guys did something great. Here you go.
You can keep quiet.
You can be
I
quiet
actually have a
now.
question then.
That's crazy.
So Bakary,
Yes.
is
bro.
Gambia was a colony, innit?
I want to say yes, but I don't know.
Go on Google that if you can. You're from Niger, innit? Kruger.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Mike, are you Caribbean?
Yeah, I'm Caribbean still.
You're Caribbean. So a lot of us here come from colonies, innit?
Yeah. Literally.
I don't know what to say.
No, I'm Colombian. I'm Colombian, so I mean. Like,
Oh, mad. Okay. Well, there
You
you
feel
go,
me,
yeah.
you feel me?
Okay, we all come from colonies here, innit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, at one point, not even
Gambia is a
less than-
colony.
yeah, less than 100 years ago, our country was owned by the English or Spanish.
Yeah.
That's mad. And
Bro.
when we asked,
Hey, when you
The
deep
thing is-
100 years, it's
yeah,
not.
so let's leave it at
Just
that.
100 years, bro.
When my granddad was born,
That's two old people. fam.
Kenya was British Kenya, where white people used to go on holiday, and what's it called? They'd have the natives work, to serve them. My granddad was what, like 20, when Kenya got independence? That's mad.
That's,
my
and that's
age,
just your
massive
granddad.
one.
That's your granddad as well. Like that's
That's just my
that's
granddad.
barely that far. bro.
What I find crazy is a tiny island like the British, the UK, fam, come and colonize all these big African
Go to
countries.
all these other countries, bro.
all
They're
these
able to-
countries and like their smallest army, bro, and convince them, here's 100 gold, give me 1 million people.
Bro,
you know what it
Save
is?
people or some
It's
shit, you know?
it's the leaders, bro. It goes
Nah,
back
it
to
is.
the power thing.
Let's
It's
be real. It's the
bro.
leaders. It's the leaders.
Oh, yeah.
That's
is
the
it-
power, bro.
The leaders are
'Cause
selling off the.
even in that football thing, yeah, it showed that the African countries and that apparently they pay the some what's it called, some people in the higher end of
Yeah.
the spectrum or whatever, they pay them with prostitutes and like making sure their children's like studies are paid for
Yeah.
Yeah.
in abroad and that, so that they
Yeah, I
fix
know,
matches, stuff like that, bro.
You
It's
know,
the leaders.
explanation for that.
Bro, most
Oh,
African
um,
leaders, fam.
Like when I was watching
Ridiculous, man.
when I was watching I think it was Roots, the one with Kunta Kinte,
Oh,
Sandy
yeah,
was
yeah,
one.
yeah.
The new one or the old one?
the old one.
Yeah.
That's it's called Roots, right?
Yeah, it's Roots, yeah.
Yeah. And even when I watched Lamistad as well, yeah, like there's people that run their village and they're sending people that live in their village.
Okay, you know what though?
Go.
To be fair, I know this is gonna sound mad, innit? From their
Nah.
perspective, hear me out.
Right.
They're
whose
not
perspective?
selling. Okay, from the natives' perspective, yeah.
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 Oh,
So let's
yeah.
say the people who sold Kunta Kinte,
Yeah.
they weren't selling him because he was black. They were selling him because he was an op. That's really it. Like no one. Nah, I know that sounds weird, but think about it like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get what you mean. Still.
I get what you're
That's-
saying. I do
That's
get what you're
really
saying.
why. I know it sounds. This is not me excusing what they did,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
their
bro.
logic wasn't like, even like the idea of being black. So people believe people became black in the Middle Passage the minute you went to a Western countries when you become black. because that's the way they view you. It's not really who you are.
Oh no, okay.
You know what I mean when I say
I
that?
get that completely. Yeah, I get that completely.
So at that point-
so for example, I see a couple man still
makes
squinting
sense.
eyes, bro.
No, that makes sense. That makes
Basically-
sense. I get it.
Basically what. Basically,
Hey,
what
dude,
it
it's
means,
confusing.
what it means is that so for example, yeah, normally if I didn't have a do-rag on and shit, if I didn't have like my curly ass hair or whatever, yeah, man, them are gonna fully think I'm white, or at least I don't know, maybe Asian or like something like that, like Indian Asian, yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I am, and that's what I'm saying. But that's the perspective of like the way like a Western country would see it, yeah. Whereas in back in the other areas that aren't Western countries, like people don't really. I say people don't see race, but like that's not. It's not.
I think I have
they
a
see it
better
completely
way of
different.
explaining it. I think I have a better because obviously I was like that for me as well. Because obviously I grew up in Gambia for a bit. So when I came back to the UK, right, it was a thing where in my head I thought everything in the UK is halal. Like,
Yeah.
because in Gambia everything's halal. So when I came to the UK, I didn't know that like there's food that's not halal and like pork and all of that.
Like
and all
people,
of that
yeah.
stuff,
So
innit?
like people actually,
That was all new to me.
That's a good example. Yeah, like people actually see stuff as differently, and it's not
That
just,
was all
it's
new
not,
to me.
it's not just like everybody just is everyone. It's not like, it's not like
So when I come, I'm eating school dinners and it's brazy. It's like it's some like you know some pork stuff. I'm just sitting here thinking, alright, this is just some casual halal beef, all of that, everything's smooth.
I see what you
And
mean.
then I find out, actually, like you can't eat like this. There's halal, there's haram food in here. And then I was just like, oh snap! And then I realized there's actually so many places I can't go and eat.
Yeah.
Or there's so many.
It's basically like that.
Yeah.
Because over here, it's like, okay, I was reading this other book. I've mentioned so many books today. Discourse on Colonialism by Ames Césaire, yeah. I actually recommend this to everyone. It's very short as well. But what he was saying was the way the minds of the colonizers and the slave masters, what happened to them is to deal with that they were doing this to people, they made up in their minds, nah, these aren't people. They're black people, so they're not people.
Yeah.
That's for them, that was a way for them to balance it out. But really, they're the savages. Let's be real.
I mean,
They're the ones who are
obviously,
doing the
man.
madness.
Obviously.
But in their mind, they've made it out like, oh no, they're not humans. They're this.
But that's
so
because
it's calm.
yeah, and because they put that perception on
Yeah.
like they instilled that perception for like so many years, and like they've ingrained it in like the way people think. Even though it's
Exactly, yeah.
obviously naturally like we all think like it's dumb, innit? It's obviously dumb.
Yeah.
But like because it's been so ingrained that people just naturally think it, whether it be subconsciously or like
Or not, yeah.
you know,
Like, I think
or like because of people have taught them and shit. But yeah.
Now, like my old, let me not say. Someone I know in it. One time, I told him, I'm not even muscular. Man's a bit, on the heftier side now, but I'm doing what's his name?
Man, like
Fat Gum from Thingy. My hero. That's what's happening. I'm storing up the energy.
getting all that shit, yeah.
At the time, I was a bit more, what's it called? I was a bit more muscular. And I was at him like, this didn't happen to me when I hit puberty. I had to start going gym. And he was like to me, oh, I just thought that was a black thing. He said that casually, but I was like, don't say
Going
that.
gym was a black thing.
Nah, just being muscular.
Like being
I was like, don't say that, because where that comes from is mad, you know. And he was like, what do you mean? Because I've seen like people, like a lot of different like white people try and explain like black people are fast because when they were slaves, that's how they became really fast.
That's what I mean,
And
bro.
I'm like, I've never seen them explain this with a white person, you know.
That's what I mean, though. And you know,
Because-
yeah, like people will say it with like, it's crazy because I know like some people genuinely have hate in their hearts, and some people are racist with hate in their hearts, yeah. But like some people, yeah, like the racism comes from them, but they're genuinely like they don't mean any harm, but they're so racist, bro. Like,
It makes no sense.
Like it's so peak because of how like they were taught and how like the mindset has been put into them, so that they just think that like black people have been like, oh, because of this is what black people are like, and this is what they've done.
Basically, yeah. And that's why, like, I was telling Bakary, a microaggression is mad because they're not saying anything mad, but it shows you that they already think about you some type of way.
Yeah.
So if someone came up to
Yeah.
stuff in your head.
like if
Yeah.
they came up to Kruger, they're like, oh yeah, how'd you get that money? Wait,
Hey.
what? Fraud.
Boiling
Wait.
kettle.
Wait, what's this?
Oh wait,
my
no,
God.
no, no. Oh, this is why.
Wait. Hold on.
Bro, we're in the middle of recording a podcast.
I'm fucking mad, bro. Now let me tell you why I'm pissed off right now, bro.